Hi everyone, welcome to Season 2, Episode 7 of the Two Curls on Oil podcast. I'm your host, Andrew the Tech Guy. Every month our podcasts focus on our love for essential oils and living a wellness lifestyle while encouraging a growth mindset and resourcefulness. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy everything we have planned for you tonight. Geography won't keep us apart. We've got Lori the Doc here in West Texas and Hillary the Mama Bear in Northern Virginia. We also have a special guest with us tonight, Dr. Julie Granger in Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Julie is a teen and women's health coach and sports physical therapist who specializes in the holistic health of girl and women athletes. She loves serving active girls and women with health and hormone problems who can't afford to sacrifice the time and heart they dedicate to their careers, sports, workouts, and training. Dr. Julie, welcome to the Two Curls on Oil podcast.
Thanks for having me, guys.
So, we're so glad to have you here. We have a lot to talk about, so let's dive right in. Everyone, feel free to chat questions, comments, and we'll try to get to as many as we can. But before we get started, we're going to do our daily protocol of frankincense and copaiba under our tongues all together. We hope you'll join along with us.
Frank and Co. We love it.
Yes, we do.
Dr. Julie, we are so grateful to have you here. We are so glad that you are here. Would you tell us a little bit about your background and your training as well as what you currently do?
Well, first of all, thank you guys for having me. It is an honor to be among the Curl Squad. Much like you, Laura, I am originally trained as a doctor of physical therapy and still practice here in Atlanta as a physical therapist, specializing in sports medicine and women's health. In translation, that means I work with female athletes. So, and in my world, I don't really believe you have to be an athlete or call yourself an athlete in order to benefit from what we're talking about today. So we're saying female athletes, but you may not actually do a sport. So you could be like a busy mom who wants to stay fit, or a career woman just trying to feel good in your body. And so that's kind of what I do, not just in physical therapy, but in health coaching. In the last year, I transitioned into health coaching, like Laura as well. Just trying to be like her when I grow up.
I try to be like you, Dr. Julie.
Great, I'm glad it's mutual. And yeah, as Andrew said, I specialize in the holistic and integrative health of active girls and women. Yeah.
Now, Julie, as a mama bear of a young daughter for myself, I am so grateful for your influence that our daughters and our sons as well, but our daughters especially, can see strong women living their dreams so beautifully. And what is your favorite part about working with active and athletic females in your profession? Share with us a little bit about that.
Thanks. Well, first of all, you have the cutest daughter of them all, I believe.
Thanks.
And that's just it. I think I love working with female athletes of all ages, but my very favorite part of working with the active and athletic female population is the youngest ones. I love to catch the future #girl bosses before they end up adults and they're totally falling apart and broken, or having hormone problems or fertility issues and things like that. So we catch them young. There's a lot we can do to make sure they're super healthy moving forward. Sometimes I really think we do things backwards. We wait until we're broken. We wait until we're having problems getting pregnant, or we've had our 1200th injury. We can't get our autoimmune issues under wraps, and we've seen all the doctors, done all the things, and then we're like, someone help me, right? So if we can catch things before kids become adults and they start facing those things, we can avoid a lot of pain and stress. And total spoiler alert for everyone watching, oils are a great way to do this.
Awesome. So, Julie, we all know that working with the teen age girls can be difficult. So what is your secret ingredient to this?
Oh, okay. So I like to joke that I speak tween and teen, and that I'm going to start offering workshops on how to speak this beautiful foreign language. But seriously, along those lines, speaking to tweens and teens and even younger girls in their language and teaching them as if they are equals to me, just a peer, is totally the secret sauce. So not treating them like they're younger than me or less intelligent than me, but that they're my peer. They have a choice and a say in their health. And that's what really works. It goes super far in getting them to get on board and really making them feel like all of this is their idea.
I love that. Yeah. That is so amazing. Great advice for everybody out there watching. And Julie, how has working with active and athletic girls and women changed and impacted your life?
Okay, well, another spoiler. I was definitely the girl and then the woman who I was talking about before. I've had lots of chronic and annoying health issues like hormone problems, gut problems, autoimmune issues, surgeries, cancer, all, just the whole list, just to name a few. And it all came after a really long and active career as a competitive collegiate swimmer. I have on my Duke scarf. It's where I went to college. And myself and everybody else I knew in athletics had a lot of beliefs about training and nutrition that literally wore me out and literally totally ate away at my health. So I ended up becoming a grown-up and learning the hard way that there was a better way to do things. And I mean, when you know better, you do better, right? We say that all the time. But now that I know how to do better for myself, I love paying it forward to people who are like me or were like me. And that's what is literally what drives me every day, gets me up in the morning. I just love it. Yeah.
And Julie, we know that you love incorporating essential oils into your wellness and into your own recovery and the recovery of perhaps your clients and things. What are your favorite essential oils and maybe some oil tricks for active and athletic females that you'd want to share with us?
Okay, how much time do we have?
We have plenty of time. The floor is yours, my dear. The floor is yours.
5 days? Okay. All right. So I'll narrow it down for you guys. So my first favorite, best oils, trick, hack, whatever, is everything deep blue. So deep blue rub, roll it bottle, diffuse it, put it in the bathtub, all those things. You don't need to be a physical therapist to help relieve muscle tension, muscle pain from training or from workouts or things like that. There's so many uses for this. You can dilute it. I love a good Epsom salt bath with deep blue. And I definitely love the deep blue polyphenol complex, which I think Laura has somewhere over yonder. Oh my gosh, I take that every day. It's such a great combo for pain, for inflammation, for lots of great things for support there. And great to help reduce tissue damage and things that are normal parts of training, but you want to not turn that into something that becomes an overuse injury with too much training or too much workouts, especially if you're like a mom who wants to get back into working out after having a baby and you start to get these aches and pains, you don't know where they came from. So Deep Blue is a really great support system for that. All right, so that's number one. Number two, I have this awesome roller blend of frankincense, copaiba, or oils du jour, myrrh, lemongrass, and wintergreen that helps whenever I have pain or like a crick in my neck that doesn't seem to want to go away. So for me as a swimmer, that happens a lot. So you get shoulder pain, it turns into neck pain from using my arms and shoulders a lot, and that can be really annoying. It also works great for swelling after something like hiking or walking in the hot sun all day. It's summer, so we can get a little bit more swollen in our joints. So this roller blend works beautifully for that. I
love that idea.
Yeah.
The swelling, we never think about that. And then I love to put peppermint in my water bottle. It helps cool me off, especially on a hot day. But it's like holy instant oxygen, Batman. It's amazing for cardio. Especially like, or if you're doing altitude training, or like, even if you're not training, you're just at altitude. Like 2 weeks ago, we were on vacation at altitude and I had trouble breathing. So peppermint is really great for that. Mm-hmm. And then lastly, this isn't one you really think about with athletes, but female athletes hopefully have periods or have, normal hormone cycles. And that's like a total different podcast for another day. But keeping periods nice and calm and easy is really important so you can keep exercising and working out, because you don't want that to get in your way and cramp your style literally. So Clary Calm, super, super helpful for that. And I just love it, even as a recovery roller bottle, not just for periods, but for recovering from a hard workout.
Those are some really great suggestions. I definitely want to implement those. I don't drink peppermint as often as I should, just put a few drops in my water. But when we were spending 9 hours at the amusement park yesterday, I was slathering my peppermint touch all over my ankles and legs and feet, and it was amazing. So I love peppermint. I need to use it more. So thank you for inspiring me to use my peppermint. And so thinking about a typical nutritional profile for someone like you. So share with us a typical breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Do you have any special nutritional modifications to support anything that you do with your body each day? Because as we're talking about inflammation and pain, as Dr. Laura has shared with us so much over the years too, we really know that what we eat can truly affect the way that we feel. And so we would love for you to share with us some of your meal recommendations or things that you implement in your daily routine at home.
Okay, so when it comes to wanting to live like an anti-inflammatory type lifestyle and be active, there's a little thing that you have to remember, because you're going to be burning off lots of calories. Sometimes that's what you want to be doing, right? So even if you choose to do something like be gluten or grain or sugar or dairy or soy free like me, okay, it's really important to make sure you're still getting the right amounts of carbohydrates. And a lot of those types of diets do reduce your carbohydrate intake. Wow. So you want to pay attention. You can get carbohydrates from vegetables, root vegetables, quinoa, things like that can be a better source of carbohydrates than things like gluten-based foods and things like that. So if you're cutting out those types of foods and you're being active and athletic, just make sure you're still getting a good source of carbohydrates there. For breakfast, I love to, especially if you work out in the morning, you want to make sure you have a little bit of sugar, and you can get that from some fruits like berries. So I love a great green smoothie with blueberries. I use collagen protein powder. I like to put a whole bunch of kale in there. That's another good carbohydrate source. I love avocado in my smoothies just to make it nice and creamy. And then I love to put some lemon and lime oil in my smoothies to give it some good citrus flavor. And that also helps decrease the kale flavor. So it's a great balance of carbs and fats. For lunch, I usually like to do something like a coconut and cassava tortilla with hummus and turkey and greens. It's another good carb source there. And carrots with something like cashew cheese. Delicious. And I love to put grapefruit oil in my water at lunchtime. It's like refreshing in the middle of the day. Dinner, we typically do like a roasted organic meat, roasted organic vegetables, and then something like a root vegetable, like I said, like a sweet potato. Yeah, super good.
That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, it is really, really nice, because a lot of times people need support and they always want to know what are good recipes to make that are quick, that are helpful, that are wholesome for the family, that they can do some meal prepping and meal planning. I know recently we started doing Wegmans is an amazing grocery store similar to Whole Foods, and they started delivering groceries to our door. And it's such a time saver because you can plan out all your meals. Yeah, and so you can really make sure that you don't forget anything. And it's nice, you can look at recipes for smoothies or recipes for different meals and know that you have all those ingredients in your home already, so you don't feel like you need to run out or get convenience foods, that you have all the things that you need. So this is great, and I think this will be great to maybe share with folks in the podcast notes too, so that if they have, maybe questions or want inspiration, that this can really help them, give them a roadmap of ways that they can implement some of these more anti-inflammatory foods. So thank you, Julie, for that. And I know that the thought of living an active lifestyle without our essential oils makes me super nervous. It was even hard to narrow it down just to a few essentials to bring, on a road trip for one day. And so after having years of them by my side, they are such a part of my life. I know they're a part of all of our lives. And I love exercising at home, being active organically with my family, burning calories, just hanging out in the neighborhood, riding bikes, jogging, swimming, doing all those things. And so Dr. Laura and Andrew and I, we are going to share our personal favorites for fitness and active lifestyle protocols. And I am going to go first. So I love the Breathe Siberian Fir and Lime combo. And if any of you saw my Periscope during the seasonal changes, this is one of my favorites. I love being able to use our oils in combinations with simple ingredients to make these things where we're making a simple protocol at home to be able to use our essential oils and not make it fussy. So these oils together are grounding and uplifting, but also earthy and comforting. And I love to diffuse this combination when I'm working out. But I also love to just melt down some beeswax pellets and coconut oil and add a little bit of vitamin E and make them into a respiratory roll-on. You can use this to support your respiratory system before a workout or after a workout. Even if you've had too much sun, it'll help cool you down. So I love that combo. I also love incorporating magnesium mocktails for restoring my electrolytes after a sweat session or after just being active outdoors. I love to play with Olivia outside, going for long walks. We all drink magnesium mocktails after dinner, and it's a great way to get into that bedtime routine and wind down for the day. I just add a can of sparkling water, LaCroix. I love grapefruit, like Julie was mentioning, with a drop of grapefruit essential oil or maybe even lime. And just a little spoonful of the Natural Calm magnesium powder. And it's just a great way to detoxify and help support muscle recovery, but also your filter organs and just restore your tank. So I love, like I mentioned, any citrus, grapefruit or lime. Lime is such a great combo. And also it's in the Siberian Fir and Lime and Breathe stick. So that's a great one as well that I love. And then lastly, my favorite dynamic duo is my mess-free Aroma Touch and Deep Blue Pain Stick. I love this. You can just make these in a little roll up in a little deodorant stick. And again, melting down some basic ingredients like beeswax and shea butter and coconut oil and vitamin E. It's an uplifting and cooling yet soothing blend, and it's warming at the same time. And for me, just smelling Aroma Touch, smelling Deep Blue relaxes me. It's like that muscle memory where in our mind, we know how we feel when we apply that Deep Blue. We know how we feel when we apply that Aroma Touch or have that Aroma Touch treatment given to us. And I love just being able to lean on my oils. Like I mentioned, we were spending 9 hours walking on foot in the amusement park yesterday. And when I got up this morning, I made sure to cover myself and head to toe with Aroma Touch and Deep Blue. So Laura, what about you? What are your top threes for living an active lifestyle?
Yes, thank you, Hillary. And I have to say, you got me hooked on the magnesium mocktails. They are amazing. And Hillary's got a scope for that on YouTube too, guys. Try the different ones. The cherry lime is my favorite. It's amazing, amazing. And I love to walk. I love to do Tai Chi. I love to do yoga. And for me, guys, to hit it hard in the gym, I actually need an accountability partner. And so I work out with a personal trainer, Jason. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the Insta stories. Because to be real, for me to go to the gym and lift weights, I'm not going to push myself as hard if I have a trainer. So that's my other tip for you is get an accountability buddy. Either that's a personal trainer or a friend or somebody to go and hold you accountable to yourself and your fitness goals and have that. And I, like Dr. Julie, I love all things Deep Blue. And for me, the Deep Blue polyphenol complex was just a game changer. If you have aches or discomfort, this is for you. It's got our beautiful Boswellia frankincense in there, the turmeric, the curcumin, all of these really great anti-inflammatory things that are going to support your system. I've had 3 hip surgeries for adult hip dysplasia on each hip. And I can tell you, if I forget to take this in the morning with my Lifelong Vitality pack every day, I'm going, okay, why are my hips talking to me today? I forgot to take my Deep Blue polyphenol complex. So it makes a huge, huge difference. And if I need extra support later in the day, I take 2 more as needed. This is game changer for me. Really, really love it. I also like Dr. Julie. I love the peppermint, and I like to do a drop on my tongue to really help support my respiratory system before a workout, or I'll take the little peppermint beadlets, with me for convenience and just pop one in my mouth and have that going before my workout, and love that so, so much. It's just very convenient. I like to do a combination of Breathe and frankincense over my chest before I work out. And I have in my little sample drams here that I take. I was actually putting this on at the gym, and a lady was like, "What is that? That smells so good." I was like, "It's just Breathe and frankincense," and is really, really handy. So I just apply that over the chest and inhale that in before my workout. Peppermint under the tongue or peppermint beadlet, pop that on the go. And then one of my favorite oils is marjoram. And I don't feel like marjoram gets talked about a whole lot, but this is a very nice oil for any type of sore muscles or tension. I usually go to this for head or neck tension, guys. If you're having head tension and maybe your peppermint isn't cutting it, try marjoram. This is so, so amazing, so fantastic. And I like to do the detox baths too. See, Dr. Julie, we're just Twinkies. We're just Twinkies, little unicorn sisters here. And it's just meant to be. Yep. And Epsom salt baths. So I do 2 cups of Epsom salt, a cup of baking soda, which is really alkalizing, and then 10 drops of an essential oil. So I like to do marjoram, or you can add lavender with that, whatever you need for those sore muscles after your workout. So great. Soak for 20 minutes, rinse off. It is awesome. And then because I like my morning walks, that's kind of my me time. And lately with my new baby and nephew, Ethan, push him around to the stroller, we go for our morning walks. TerraShield has become one that I really rely on to just put on for morning and evening walks. And I don't have to worry about the bugs or toxins around my new baby nephew. Really, really awesome. And oh, hey, Tiffany. Hey, Taylor. You guys are popping on. It's so good to see you. And Sandra, you know what? You can watch the replay whenever you need to check out these things, and we will share some of our favorites with you. And if you guys have questions for us too, feel free to type in the comment. We love to interact if you have questions for Dr. Julie. And yeah, Andrew, what about you? What are your 3 go-tos that you love to use?
Yeah, so the one that I'm going to talk about the most today, I actually found by accident, and that is juniper berry. So if you ask my wife, one of the things she dislikes most about me is I am a very loud sleeper. Very loud sleeper. So one night we realized that usually I diffuse Breathe and eucalyptus, and that seems to help out really well. But we realized I was out of them one night. So I'm scrolling through my Modern Essentials app and trying to figure out what I can diffuse instead to hopefully help. And I just out of habit picked up juniper berry, and when I smelt it, it just opened me wide up. So I've been using this, and this is the cool thing about the oils, guys. Like, use them however works for you. Bioindividuality is the thing. Just because one oil doesn't work for you doesn't mean that another one won't as well. So try out all of your oils, see what works for you. I don't know why this one works for me, but it does. So I'll use this one out anytime that I need some respiratory support. So try it. Let me know if it works for you too, because I've never heard of this for anyone else. So
we just use juniper berry every single night.
Really?
Olivia's room and our room, because it's in her Olivia's Oasis blend with Julie, Wild Orange, Breathe, On Guard, and Cedarwood, and juniper berry. So it's the oil of the night, right? So it helps you have relaxing, calming dream patterns. And
for sure.
So we love juniper berry, and George actually loves to use it in his magnesium baths. He finds it very kind of masculine and fresh, clean smelling. So
that's awesome.
You're not alone.
I just ran into that one by accident, so I'm glad I'm not alone with that one. Mm-hmm. So
and
another
I
one.
That one for bad dreams, like juniper berry with the little ones. It's a nice one to diffuse if they're having bad dreams.
Good to know. My nieces have dealt with that for a while, so maybe that's one I need to give to them.
Uncle Andrew needs to.
Hook the nieces up. So, and then like Laura, except on the totally opposite side, I hate working out. So I won't just not push myself hard enough. Given my choice, I just won't go. So I always keep Motivate with me. Always. So that way I can use it to just get in gear, get it done, and do what I need to do. And then lastly, this isn't really an oil, but you could diffuse while doing this. Anytime that I've ever done a workout, I always end it with a cold shower. And that's because I've read multiple articles that say how beneficial cold showers can be for recovery, for attention. And eventually, I've been debating back and forth about switching to cold showers every day in the morning rather than just hot showers. But the times that I've done cold showers, they've been incredible. Especially, we went to Disney World on our honeymoon, and cold showers saved us with the humidity, with everything. So try cold showers. I love them, but not enough to do them every day. But they are still awesome.
Participate in the polar bear plunge. I think you're going to need to add that to your list of to-dos for 2019.
Hey, yeah. I'm down.
I think it's supposed to boost the immune system, right? Like that, not the cold.
Really? That's awesome.
And it's really good after your Epsom salt bath to rinse off if any toxins come out, which they're supposed to hop in a cold shower and rinse off, kind of scrub it off of your skin, because otherwise it'll reabsorb. And it's kind of it's called a contrast bath, where you go from hot to cold almost immediately. It does boost your immune system. Yeah.
Hey,
it'll wake you right up.
Next time it snows in West Texas, Andrew, I want to see you out there.
I will accept that, knowing how often it snows here in West Texas.
Hey, Laura sent me lots of snowy pictures, so I want you to up your game and send us a snowy selfie.
Hey, I'm down. So anyways,
on the page.
Yeah. So anyways, there's many articles talking about cold showers. You can read them. And speaking of reading, Hillary, what are we giving away this month on our 2 Curls on Oil giveaway?
We're actually turning off your hot water, so you only can take a cold shower.
Deal!
Everybody wins. Just kidding, not at all. We're not going to do that. We're going to share with you something better. It's an essential fitness book. Ta-da! You're going to love it. Wow. Ooh, ooh, ah.
That way.
Oh my gosh. It has recipes and labels.
Wow.
And stickers. Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
So Laura, since you have the book, how can folks enter to win this month's giveaway?
Why, yes, that is a magical question. I will tell you, all you need to do to enter is post a learning comment below. And a winner is going to be selected 15 minutes after our live podcast ends with a randomizer app. So something you learned, something you enjoyed, something you found informative, anything that you want to share with us, or your oil journey as it pertains to something that we mentioned in tonight's podcast. And this giveaway is open to one lucky US viewer. We hope it's you.
All right, thanks, ladies. Don't forget to join in the conversation right along with us. This is an interactive community, so don't be shy. Post questions for us, or send us private messages with suggestions or anything you'd like to talk about. Now, we have a few announcements before we close. Hillary, how about you kick us off?
Thank you, Andrew. So I'm thrilled to be organizing an informational 30-day behavioral study on the positive effects of our DDR prime damaged DNA repair blend on children and adults with varying cognitive challenges. And last week we did our first milestone after the first 7 days of usage. So we started on July 1st, and the participants are using the DDR prime blend with discipline for 30 days. 3 times a day, and they're sharing their insightful observations at daily and weekly benchmarks, and I'm enriching their experience with live interactive video education from myself, from subject matter experts, and panels of resources for all ages. And I've been really excited to share. I shared on Instagram on Sunday, as well as the public Facebook sharing page, that my participants have already been seeing so much tremendous improvement in behavior, sleeping habits, and in so many ways. So you'll have to go check out the kind of summary data from the first week. I'm excited to see what the next 3 weeks bring. I've also got my weekly live Periscope broadcasts every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, because I love being able to show you just how simple oils can be to organically weave into just the fabric of your daily lives. And with your kids home this summer, lots of ideas for crafts and safe things to do with them. So if you need any ideas or inspiration, you can either Google search my name or go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything, but you can catch up on anything that you might have missed in the past. And we talked about magnesium and all those things as well. You can make the magnesium mocktails for your kiddos. And be sure you're following me on Instagram and Periscope. And you can, again, of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel to catch up on anything, as well as see the summarized weekly milestones from the DDR Prime study. It's always a family-friendly environment, and it's always a choose-your-own-adventure environment as well. So I hope you'll join the fun this Thursday, and always keep in mind that if you want to learn more about using DDR Prime or anything that we talk about, always reach out to whoever brought you into doTERRA. So whoever enrolled you and got you started, they are your number one resource for support. But we love educating people from all teams with the content that we share, but you certainly want to make sure that you are utilizing that resource for you, because they brought you into this oily world and they want to be able to support you too. So Laura, what about you? What do you have going on?
Yes. And I want to reiterate what you said, Hillary, so beautifully. We don't want to step on people's toes. And those are your people for a reason. That's why doTERRA is set up this way, so that you have somebody who can offer you that one-on-one support and education and mentoring, which is so, so important. So reach out to those people. It's awesome. And Hillary, your DDR Prime study, I want to just compliment you on that. I think it's incredible. I've been a fly on the wall and witnessing everything and seeing these changes that are happening. And you've inspired me to use it with discipline, and I'm sleeping so great. And it's like, this is amazing. So I just wanted to do a shout out for that. And also remind people to check out more health and self-care tips on my coaching page, facebook.com/Dr. Laura Ricci. And I'm on Instagram at Dr. Laura Ricci. You can find me there. If anyone is open to getting a little bit more one-on-one support with health coaching, I have a virtual health coaching practice, and you can check out my website, lauraricci.vpweb.com. And I actually just taught a class on essential oils for healthy skin, and the replay is up in my education Facebook group until July 31st at 5 p.m. Central Time. So make sure that you come and you join the group before the replay is gone so you don't miss out. You can request to join by searching keywords Learning with Dr. Laura on Facebook, and we will add you right into the group. It is so, so powerful. And Dr. Julie, thank you again so much for joining us tonight. It has been such a pleasure having you here. Can you please tell us a little bit more about ways that we can learn from you and about your services and keep up with everything that you're doing?
Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of like you guys. I'm everywhere on social media. It's the place to be. So I have been talking about nutrition and holistic ways to support female athlete health. I do that daily on my Instagram story, on my Instagram account, on my Facebook, and all of those are at Dr. Julie Granger. That's the handle, or facebook.com I always say that backslash Dr. Julie Granger. And then make sure you can go download. I have a free ebook where you can learn more about female athlete health and nutrition, or the health coaching that I do at drjuliegranger.com. And next week I'm doing a free training on this on Wednesday, and you can sign up for that at my Instagram bio, which is again at Dr. Julie Granger.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much, Julie. Thanks again, ladies.
Thanks for having me.
It has been a blast. Well, folks, that's a wrap on our latest podcast. We'll see you guys next month.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.